everyone, this is 11.7. So we're going to start by talking about what is a power and an exponent. Powers and exponents are repeated multiplication. That is the big thing. Repeated multiplication. And repeated just means again and again. So, for example, this number we can write as 3 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need the 4 small up in the corner. Okay? This is not 3 times 4. It's not that. It's 3 to the power of 4. 4 is small, 3 is big. Okay? And here we have a couple of vocabulary words. In an exponent like this, we call the big number the base and the small number the exponent. Okay? So we can use these 5 numbers to write the expression in words. So let's review, how do we say these things in English? So 3 to the power of 1. 3 to the power of 1. The next one, we would say 3 to the power of 2. Another way to say this is 3 squared. 2 different ways. Next one. 3 to the power of 3. And we can also say 3 cubed. Next is 3 to the power of 4. And finally, 3 to the power of 5. All right. So here's where we start doing a little bit of math. We can write these powers, these exponential expressions, in expanded form or in exponential form. So if I have this number, 7 times 7 times 7, the base of my exponential form will be 7. So this number is the base. The exponent will be the number of times we see the 7. So here I have 1, 2, 3 7s. That number will be the exponent. So this is 7 to the power of 3, or 7 cubed. Number 3 looks like this. 4 times 4 that part is 4 to the power of 2. Then we have 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. That part is 9 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down here, I will do number 7. Let's write 2 to the power of 3 first. That's 2 times 2, 3 different times. 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3 times. And then 9 to the power of 7 is 9 times 9, 7 times. We repeat it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. Okay. I would like you to do numbers 2 and 4. You write them in exponential form. And 5, 6, and 8, you write in expanded form. And when you are done, check your work in this folder. So find this Unit 11 folder and check your work. All right, now we're going to talk about actually finding the value of each power. We have to do some multiplication. All right, so let's do 8 to the 4th power. This is 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, so I will first figure out what is 8 times 8. Well, 8 times 8, if we look at our multiplication chart, is 64. And I will bring down times 8 and times 8. Next, let's do 64 times 8. And I'm going to do this off here to the side. All right. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 6 is 48, plus 3 is 51. So 64 times 8 is 512. And now finally, I need to do 512 times 8. Let me just take this space over here to do 512 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. And 8 times 5 is 40. So 512 times 8 is 4,096. There you go. So I want you to do these 3. And when you are done, find this folder and check your work. All right. So next we're going to compare values. We are comparing the values by filling in the circle. We need a less than, a greater than, or an equal to symbol. So we need to know how much is each of these numbers. So let's do number 14. I need to know what is 6 to the 4th power, and I need to know what is 11 to the 3rd power. Okay, so let's do 6 to the 4th first. This is 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. So first I will do 6 times 6. That is 36. And now I still need to do 36 times 6 times 6. Next, let's do 36 times 6. I'm going to do it over here. Use a little bit of this extra space. 36 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. So that's 216. Now I still need to do 216 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. And 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, so 6 to the 4th power is the same thing as 1,296. I also need to know what is 11 to the 3rd power. There you go. That is 11 times 11 times 11. So 11 times 11 first. 11 times 11. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And now I'm onto this one. I need a 0 in this spot. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And then we're going to add 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then that is a 1. So 11 times 11, that's 121. I still need to multiply 121 times 11 though. So let's multiply it by 11 here. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. And now I need to do this one. So I'm going to put a 0 here. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. And I'm going to add 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we have a 1 here. So this is 1,301. So which one is bigger? 11 to the 3rd or 6 to the 4th? Well, 11 to the 3rd, that's bigger. So I'm going to draw this symbol to say that 11 to the 3rd is larger. Remember, we have the open mouth of the alligator. Those are teeth because they want to eat the biggest thing. They're very hungry. All right, I would like you to do these 3. And when you're finished, check your work in this folder. All right, finally, let's talk about powers of 10. 10 to the 1st power is we're only doing 1 10. That's 10. 10 to the 2nd power is 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100. Then 10 to the power of 3 is 10 times 10 times 10, 3 times. 10 times 10 is 100 times another 10 is 1,000. 10 to the 4th, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. This is 100 times 10 is 1,000 times another 10 is 10,000. And finally, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. That's 10 to the power of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And it's going to be 100,000. So I want you to answer this question. What pattern do you notice? And talk with a teacher, with me or Miss Lizzie, and check your work for the front and the back in this folder when you're finished. Thank you.